When I was 20, I thought life was this race I was already losing. Everyone around me seemed to have some kind of plan, and I felt like I was just guessing. But now looking back, there are a few things I really wish someone would have told me in my early 20s. First thing, nobody actually knows what they're doing in their 20s. Everyone is improvising, and the people who look confident are just better at hiding the panic. Seriously, the moment that you stop thinking you're behind, life gets a lot quieter inside of your head. And sometimes all you need to do is just step back and kind of look around and see where you're already at, the things you've already achieved, and this kind of becomes pretty easy. My second point would be that small habits beat big goals. So I used to make these giant goals, right? Change my life, get in shape, learn everything overnight. And every time I'd burn out in like a week. I think we see this a lot with New Year's resolutions. It happens all the time. What finally clicked for me later on, though, is that it's not about massive effort. It's the tiny consistency. It's the 10 minutes a day really beats one huge burst in a month of doing nothing. That 10 minutes every single day will add up to more time than you could possibly imagine than just doing these long hurdles, trying to hammer something out and then getting scared and backing out. Which brings me to point 3, play the long game. This is a huge one that I have struggled with and still struggle with even in my early 30s. The biggest thing I wish someone told me is to play the long game. I used to quit early. Like if something didn't work fast, I'd assume I wasn't good enough and I'd just jump on something else. Like, nope, that's it. I can't, I'm not going to be able to hit this goal that's humongous that I set on something that I've never even tried before. Not going to happen. I'm not good at it. I panic sold stocks in crypto. That would be life changing today if I just held, but I just didn't see the gains right away, that immediate satisfaction. Game dev, when I first started, even though I loved it, I stopped. YouTube, a great example. I don't see instant results and I would disappear or switch directions. This is the first time I've really said no, stay focused and play the long game on the channel, and I've seen growth that I've never seen before. So I wasn't failing because I was bad, right, at any of these things. In fact, as I've gotten older, I've learned that I'm quite talented and good at these things. I was failing because I wasn't patient. I didn't give enough time for anything to grow. The painful truth is almost everything I quit, it really was something I was good at. I just didn't stick around long enough to find out. And now I'm finding out a lot later in life, which kind of brings me to my fourth point, the 30s. So if you're in your 20s now, that's great. I hope this gives you some advice to kind of go through. But your 30s, keep this in mind. Your 30s are funny. They can either be the chill decade, so the one where you enjoy all the seeds you planted in your 20s, or they become this revenge arc. And mine became that revenge arc. And not because I wanted it to, but like I said, because in my 20s, I would plant these seeds and then walk away, and I wouldn't stay to water them. All the things I walked away from at 20, I'm rebuilding them now. So game dev, YouTube, and the consistency I wish I had back then, I'm really trying to implement now, and I'm seeing these differences. And honestly, it's totally okay. I'm hungrier now, I'm smarter now, and I finally have the discipline that I didn't have back then. So sometimes, I think about how different life would look, like if 20-year-old me just stuck with one thing long enough and I actually watered it and let it bloom. But at the same time, I don't think I would have this level of appreciation if I wasn't making this my revenge arc, right? So if you're in your 20s now, hear this. Your 30s don't have to be a comeback story, but if they do end up being one, you just really got to make it the hardest comeback anyone's ever seen and give it your all. You don't need permission either. So nobody's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, it's your turn. No one's going to come up to you and say, hey, you can start doing this now. Half of life really is just deciding one, you're allowed to start, and two, actually starting and just starting. Even if you don't have expectations that you're going to finish it immediately, just start, right? That initial step is often all it takes for the ball just to start rolling down the hill. And life really doesn't change until you do. So it doesn't get randomly better. You don't just wake up one day and all of a sudden everything's shifted. It really only changes when you decide to change and take action. So yeah, if you're around 20 and you feel lost, confused, behind, you're really not. You're just building the foundation right now. And if you're in your 30s and you're rebuilding, same thing. Just keep going. The long game always pays. With that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your holiday week. Please, if you haven't already, hit this call to action. Please subscribe. Let's definitely build this channel out to be the best that it can be. I know this community is awesome, and we really got something special growing here. If there's any videos you want to see, if you guys have any recommendations, if you got any stories you want to tell, throw it in the comments. Just let's light this comment section up and have a blessed weekend.